talking today. I got a special guest, my best friend, one of the guys who I always credited with keeping me grounded whenever I didn't understand something or I needed an adjustment. This is who I would go to. I knew that he was always going to give me the truth, whether I liked it or not. I remember I said something to you back in the day, Dave, and you challenged me on it, and I had to accept it, and I appreciate that, brother. And I'm always indebted to that time. That's because that's something that I can only expect from people that care about me.
Real
So
talk.
anybody that care about you, they gonna make it. They gonna put it. You see what's going on with Glorilla. We're gonna get into that. I know
Yeah.
her sister cares about her,
Right.
and she's challenging her, but it's the way she's doing it. That's all. But we're gonna get into that, man. Welcome to the show, Dave.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you, God. I'm glad to be here. It feels good to be welcome somewhere.
Exactly.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you. Appreciate that, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, you we got a show that we doing, the Black Dollar Podcast. We it's some things that we working out to get that done. Um, but you know, everything that's great takes time.
Yes,
You don't want to
sir.
rush it. I wouldn't
Nothing
advise
great comes easy.
exactly. Yeah, especially when you're doing this content, man. But welcome everybody to the Pattern Disruption Podcast, the new and improved Pattern Disruption Podcast. I'm
Yes, sir.
trying to. I don't know, Dave, if you can. Well, you on your phone, so you won't be able to do it. But this is a call-in show, man. 1-800-440-1612. You can call in and you can talk to Dollar today. I'm gonna ask Dollar his point of view on the things that's going on in the world right now. Trump just put out a post. Somebody in his cabinet. I don't think it was him, but we'll get off into that. But whoever it was, this ain't the first time they did something crazy or said something crazy, so it should have been checked.
Mm-hmm.
But um, I'm gonna ask Dollar some questions. We're gonna get his point of view on some stuff. We're gonna allow people to call in. I just want to give some house rules before we get started. We are gonna be respectful, and and we're gonna allow a person to get their thought out. And if you get to the point where you're too emotional and you can't function with 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 competing ideas in your mind at one time. It's a post that I posted today, Dave, and it said it was a quote, and it said the uh, level of the highest level of intelligence is being able to hold two competing thoughts in your mind at the same time and still be able to function.
Right.
So you got
Right.
to be able to deal with good and evil and still function.
Right.
And not get too emotional with good or get too emotional with evil. Um, and be able to function. So I'm
Yeah.
looking at this to see if we are live.
Yeah. Emotions play a big part in people's lives nowadays. It's more emotion going on than logic. So, you know, I think that's what the biggest problem is.
Yeah, and I think we always been emotional.
Yes.
And that's just human nature. But I think you know how I look at it. Sometimes I wonder if that C-19 and that poke and all that has something to do because it's a lot of road rage, it's a lot of domestic violence right now.
Yes.
It's just everybody is on edge,
Yeah.
and it's one of those things, man. Okay, so I'm gonna share this on the page. Let's share this now. All right, so I think we live on the page now. But the title of this live, I put Bitcoin, Trump, and Glorilla Sister. So let's get off into tell the people a little bit about you, man, briefly before we go into this. Who is the Almighty Dollar?
A man of God. I do what what leads me closer to God. I'm gonna be me, and I'm gonna do what I feel is right, whether somebody like it or not. I feel some things need to be said, even when it's hurtful. See, I know a lot of people don't want to say certain things because it might not be beneficial to them.
Yeah,
I don't want nothing from nobody. I don't expect nothing from nobody. And I learned the hard way that expecting things from people, you will always be disappointed. So I believe that, just be happy to be here and to live another day. Worry about you and your surroundings, and life will be a whole lot simpler. I'm a person that will step up for the small person,
to be here.
you know.
And yeah,
So when somebody is trying to bully somebody, I don't like that. You know, I've always been like that. I never like a bully. So
yeah,
for the people that need to be spoke up for, I would always speak up for, and I would give my thoughts, whether wrong or right. Sometimes we let our people go deeper and deeper into a spot they shouldn't be in because nobody spoke up. And
yeah,
that's what a lot of people go through, especially celebrities. I see what a lot of celebrities and stuff go through, and most of their bad decisions come from being amped up by other people or doing what other people uh, they want to see them happy or behind them. So but they're not in the celebrities position to like get in trouble, financially. So the decisions that the celebrity makes is different than what a regular person would make that's by the celebrity. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So, and I think that we as a culture hold celebrities too high. You know, they're people too. So we got to look at it like, if you just got $1 million tomorrow and you post it on every social media site in the world, what that would do to you. You know, After a
yeah.
while, that kind of take a toll on you, and people get to moving different. You know, I
And
just
that's
yeah,
no, no. I want to touch on that. I want to touch on that. Um, Basically, man, I want to start with since we off on that. Let's talk a little bit about that because um, that's what Glorilla is going through.
right, exactly.
And I don't know if that's what you were insinuating.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Glorilla is
Everybody's
going through
entitled.
this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, do you feel like if you super successful, and when I say super successful, I just mean in public eye, because you could be successful and famous, but not rich or not wealthy.
Right.
But if it looks like you have it, do you feel an obligation to take care of your family?
What do you mean by family?
I mean, you got brothers and sisters yourself. Do you feel like right now, if it looks like you have a surplus of money and fame, if it looks like it, how do you feel about your family coming and expecting you to pay bills, reach back and get them, and possibly bring them into a big mansion or whatever they want? I don't know what she was saying, but I just know she was upset about something. How do you feel about that?
I feel that whatever you work for, that's what you get. I don't expect anybody to do anything for me or take care of me because of what they work hard for. What the person work hard for is what the person work hard for. Whatever their talent was, that they use their talent to put them in a better place. And I think that's what other people need to do. They need to find what their talent is and to put them in a better position. Now, if you giving birth to somebody, that family, you supposed to take care of that family until they're able to take care of themselves. if you married to somebody and you took a vow to be there for somebody, I think you need to do that to your best ability. But as
Yeah.
far as you being born into a family, you got no control over that. I don't think nobody owes anybody anything. Now, I understand people need help and stuff like that, but it's too many entitled people now that think that just because somebody else gets on or gets money, that, oh, now we on. No, no, we not on.
Mm.
We not on. That's, you gotta have a budget yourself. You can't take care of nobody else until you can take care of yourself. And then some people just can't be taken care of. They gonna just always come back, and they gonna use you like a bank. They think that they can just always come to you and you gonna take care of it. They don't care about your situation. They don't know what other bills you got. They don't know what responsibilities are. They don't know what percentage that you get from this. All they know is you got some money and I want it. That's entitlement.
Yeah.
And that they feel entitled just because they know you or they related to you, that they're supposed to have what you have, and it don't work like that. Anybody that has common sense or live in reality, would know that that's not how it works. You can't count somebody else's pockets. I call them pocket watchers, man. You can't be watching nobody else's pockets and then expect to spend their money how you see fit. You get on and people get to picking out cars and stuff, and they looking at Gucci and you know what I'm saying, all this stuff. Like, you might not even wear none of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You might have a simple life. You might drive a Toyota every day, and they looking at 600 Benzes, and they want a Ferrari and all this kind of stuff, and they spending the money before you even get it. So
So
it's
if I get quote unquote mega rich, or at least in the eyes, because you don't never know you never know what's in nobody's pockets. But
right.
everybody always hollering the Jay-Z billionaire. I bet you the majority of that time he never was no billionaire.
But look,
He might even be
he probably not even now.
right now.
Right, exactly.
I wouldn't go public and say y'all wrong.
See,
I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all want to do.
most people look at, see, they don't even know how they even get to that number. Like, a lot of people think that he can just go right now to his closet and pull out $1 billion. No, it don't work like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite lines that Jay-Z did say, I got rich and then gave back. That's the win-win. So,
Yes.
but you got to think about it. He had to get rich first, and then he had to choose to give back. So who he chooses to give back to, that's him. That's who he feel deserve it or needs it, or who he just want to give it to. You can't take care of everybody. Especially, I got a big family. Like, if I don't care if I did have $1 billion, I couldn't possibly just take care of everybody in my family. My family just too big. I would be broke.
I don't know if you noticed Tory Lanez. They just posted that Tory Lanez. And then let me say this, man. This is a disclaimer. I'm talking about this, but I don't care about nobody else's life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm on in this social media world, and every now and then it's a lot of tension, and I
Right.
want to bring it up to help some people get different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't care.
Yeah, we don't care nothing about this, man.
We're doing a call-in show, but don't come on here fighting me on these positions, because
Right.
I don't care about what they doing. But I wanted to ask my brother, because if I got some money, do you feel obligated to any of my money?
Fuck no. No. Whatever you work hard for, bro, that's what you work hard for, man. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, we on now. Like, you know, like I'm going, when you buy a car, I think I deserve the same car or a car period. Or I'm gonna be in the mall shopping with you, helping you spend the money. Fuck no. No.
Yeah, yeah.
No, man.
Well, Tory Lanez just gave her $2,500. He sent $2,500 to Glorilla's sister. I don't know what that was for. Was that to kind of spite Glorilla?
I think he sent it to her like, huh, here goes some money. Just be quiet.
That sounded like I just heard a Lamborghini, man. Was that, what was that? That was a muscle car out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, you hear that all day, man. There's supercars,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, I'm surrounded by that. Like, you know, just
yeah, man.
walking
But yeah,
outside. Yeah.
they say Tory Lanez sent 2,500 to her, and hopefully she used this platform because she didn't, you know. You can call me directly, and if you can't talk to me, the last thing you need to do is go on social media and air me out, because now you definitely ain't
Now
getting nothing.
you
Yeah,
done.
now you definitely ain't getting
You
nothing.
you done. Exactly. And this is my whole thing. So right, uh, we all know our people, right?
What you
So
mean?
I said we all know our people. Like we know what our how our brothers and sisters are. We know how our cousins are. If you've been
Yeah,
around them long enough, you know what type of people they is. So more than likely, it's a reason she not getting to it. Now we talking about this the older sister down in the little sister. Instead of trying to do something or work, saying, "Well, let me do this. Well, let me. If you can't rap, you know, do something else in the business. Find a way to be helpful. Make yourself useful. You know,
yeah,
do something to help the money come in instead of just saying you owe us. You owe us this." But
yeah,
them would be the same people that wouldn't promote the music. They wasn't out there helping. They wasn't writing. They wasn't paying for no studio time or none of that. They, you know, them would be the people that laugh at you like, oh, she crazy. She thinks she gonna be a rapper. And then once she finally get on, you know, now everybody got their hands out like cups. You know,
yeah,
it's a begathon. You know, and she don't. She don't owe them nothing, man. Like, you know, she barely getting on herself and finding out what it's like to be a celebrity and to have a little money. And she gonna find out that, you know, it's a lot of things that go on in that type of world where you're gonna have to keep that money because a rapper career is don't last long. 99% of them don't last long. You got
yeah,
to find something else to keep you, you know, going to where that money coming in. So you better be saving much of it as you can and keep and investing even more of it, you know?
yeah, yeah. Well, for me, man, and anybody that's watching the show, man, y'all are welcome to call in. I want to hear different perspectives on this. I'm here with Dollar Dave, the Almighty Dollar, on the Pattern Disruptor podcast, and we talking about some current events. You know, we talking about Glorilla and her sister right now, just trying to see if okay, we got a caller, man. We got a caller. Let's see. I think this is Bride, man. Let's see what Bride talking about. Bride, you live, man. You live on the Pattern Disruption podcast. What's going on?
Breezy,
Oh, what's up? What's up? Who that?
That's me.
Breezy.
That's me and Dollar Dave, man. We live on the podcast.
What's up, my baby D down? What's happening?
What's up, bro, man? You.
What's up? What we talking about? What's the topic today?
Well, we got a few different topics. You know, we're gonna talk about the Trump thing. We're gonna talk a little bit about Bitcoin, and but right now we're talking about Glorilla and her sister, man. If your family member, well, I'm gonna say you, do you feel obligated to help your family if you come into some money or you get famous?
Well, you know, I feel obligated to help the family, my extended family, which is my friends. But I just heard an interview from her other sister and her other brother. They live right now, and they contradicting what she's saying. So basically, they saying she the one that was laughing and joking about Glow wasn't gonna make it.
Didn't I just say that, bro?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Breezy.
See? Yep. And everybody Glow looking out for her. They said the brothers said Glow. They was going to the high schools where Glow was performing, the clubs where nobody was in there. Them friends was there. The sister was always weird about talking about her and all that. So they just said she's a weird sister. So
Oh, so she was going nut up anyway.
yeah, they said she the one. She probably the black sheep of the family. So
Yeah.
you know, she like that bitch. Yeah, she gave off that vibe. Like, you know, even when they asked her how much you think Glow should give, she was like 2,500.
Yeah, yeah. So we said that, Dave. Like,
Yeah.
so really,
Yeah.
if it's 2,500, then you already know she would have nutted up anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you can't.
She the one to burn down the program. You take her on
Yeah.
the road.
Yeah.
She the one gonna have something popping off. You
Yeah.
get sued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gonna be the lawsuit for sure.
Yeah, she gonna hurt you.
You
So,
right, D.
yeah.
You right, D.
Because you know, Glorilla,
Yeah.
they said that she had two of her siblings on the road with her.
Right.
So you got to think. Come on now. What they say, the 20/80 rule is 10 of them, and what 20% of them is good, and they got to take care of the rest of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know, and then the ones like you say, they're gonna be going to the magazines, going to TMZ,
Yeah.
talking about how you changed and how you
Facts.
look out. You know what I'm saying? It's the ones, first ones to say, "Oh, he switched up."
Yeah. Yeah.
Or she switched up.
Like she doing now.
yeah,
Trying to put her on blast. Now the whole thing right now, right? So Breezy, I believe from what I saw, she got her daddy a car, right? Now that man been working his whole entire life. I think he worked for what, FedEx or something like that. Now he worked for the post office. So
shout out to the United States Postal.
yeah, shout out to USPS, man. So
That's right. Shout out.
So look, so that's her daddy. You know what I mean? This man's still working. He not complaining. He not doing nothing. He didn't even know he was getting no car. So the man who deserve it, that been taking care of the whole family his whole life and still working and taking care of the family, she gave him a car. But the one that ain't doing nothing feels that they owe something. Huh?
Yeah.
Right. Not only did they not do nothing, they didn't come with no support.
Right.
They didn't do nothing, and they came with a little bit of hatred.
Yes, facts. They trying to make her look bad. I saw the post. The post said, I'm about to start exposing her. That one y'all love. That's hate. You know what I'm saying?
That's hate.
You know.
That's hate. You're right.
Come on.
Any type of success like that gonna breed that, because you're just looking at her like she gone all the time. It's gonna breed that, especially you calling her, you going to voicemail. But if this one thing I say, man, if you truly love somebody, you're gonna always think the positive thing first.
Right. You gonna support them.
Regardless to what I feel in any given time, give me grace if you mess with me.
You not gonna go on social media and try to blast them.
Yeah, that's the last thing you're gonna do.
You know what I'm saying? And make them look bad.
As a family member, and as a friend, no matter what it is, it should be kept inside, and you never fumble or mess up the bag.
Yep.
Right. Thank
You know what I'm
you.
saying? Never.
Yep.
The bag is so hard to come by.
Yeah, thank you.
When somebody's breathing success, man, you gotta let them breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see how many people come into the limelight and they're gone and they never come back.
Yeah.
Like, you can't always do this twice. So this is her moment.
Yep.
And so you're gonna take this moment to act out like that. It's kind of unfortunate, bro. But yeah, bro, we want to talk a little bit about, man. So this is gonna be a little controversial, man. So I tell you, before we got on here, you wasn't watching the show, but I tell people, they call her Bro-Rilla.
Glorilla.
Via Stale said they call her Brorilla. But yeah, so
Wow.
man,
That's
just a little
wrong.
housekeeping. We're gonna be talking about some things that are controversial. So you gotta be respectful to everybody in the room. That's all I ask. But what you think about this social media post from the Trump administration? Do you feel like that was him? Do you feel like he sanctioned it, or do you feel like that was somebody in his staff that wanna, doing a little prank?
Okay, to be honest with you, how I feel is the man is silly, man.
Well, people ain't laughing, man. People are not laughing right now.
Yep. Hey, Breezy, for real. Yep.
But this 70-year-old man is not working his cell phone, creating videos with them as gorillas.
Right.
AI.
He ain't got no time for that shit.
No, he don't.
Right.
But they know what he gonna sign off on. Whoever in his camp
Yep.
putting it out there, they know he okay with that.
Well,
Yep.
let's say this. So he did a video from his administration. They did a video from the White House Facebook page, and it said nigga in the song twice.
Oh,
And I think it was a 50 Cent song. And it said nigga. And I was like, that's whoever that is, because it ain't Trump. But whoever that is, why would you let the nigga part play in it? I understand y'all trying to be hip and kind of be with the times, but you got to be respectful. And I seen that, and I said, nah, ain't no telling what they might do.
yeah, because we as a community, I feel like it's always some disrespect, like shade thrown our way sometimes. Like everybody got issues, and they need to pay attention to the issues and the problems, or what we take as disrespect. So if you really respect black people as people, you gotta understand what makes us upset.
But do black people respect black people?
That's what I'm saying.
Now that's a whole different story.
Yep. Yep.
Because really, it's a two-parter. It's a two-parter, I think. And my opinion is, you got a lot of people who don't respect their own people. I just think they generalize black people a lot. Like,
Yeah.
if I do something and they get on the news, oh, look at them black people.
Right.
Yeah.
If somebody else do something, if somebody else do something, they're gonna be like, oh, he's a wild child, he's a loner,
Yeah.
he's off to his own.
Right.
Yeah, they do have different terminologies for when they do stuff.
So we know what it is, y'all. We got black people, and then we have ninjas. You know what I'm saying? So
100.
that's two total different things. Like, for
They try to put black people with the ninjas.
right. You can't group everybody all in,
Yes. See, in other communities, the misfits don't get grouped with the regular society.
Right. But they do the same thing. They do the same thing. They don't really mess with whatever they sassy part, they bad part, or whatever they is. They got black sheep in their families too.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna hear about that until he come out the basement and nut up on him.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Until you get caught with that pack like Biden's son on TV, and you embarrass the whole family.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he didn't want his son in the White House like that, and now it's all across the news. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But he can't tell his son no. Like, who gonna tell his son no? He can't come in, huh? You feel me?
Right.
It's just something they got to deal with.
You see the royal family, they end up banishing.
Oh yeah, they kicked him out.
Yeah, they kicked him out.
Yeah, as they should.
Yeah, but they put him up in one of the nicest places. It's better than one of the. I think what was they calling it? It's
Bro, he's so-called royalty. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not a bad place for him to go. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? They, you know, the money that they got, our whole country probably wouldn't see in a lifetime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
they was doing damage control. They knew he was in the files with Epstein, and they said, "Look, we're gonna get rid of him now before this come out."
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So, but Brian, so what you feel about that, man? Because I don't know what your political leanings are, and I don't really want to get
I'm
into that.
independent. Yeah, I'm independent.
See, I'm independent.
Yeah. Thank you.
People look at that as if it's a scapegoat. You don't want to. You kind of lean in more conservative, but you don't want to say it. You ain't got the balls to say it. I heard that.
People don't.
But I like some of the things on both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Because independent basically is independent thinkers.
Right.
You know? And we gonna take what's good and spit out what's not good.
Right.
So,
well, let me ask you this: do you vote independent though?
yeah, this election, last election, I voted independent.
Okay.
Yep, I voted independent. This is last election because I knew I wasn't hearing what I wanted to hear from neither primary party. You know, Joe was in there, Biden was in there for 4 years, and I was just telling somebody this: for Biden to be president, and for a lot of people to support Biden, they had to forget that he pushed that bill for mass incarceration.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, which is what I just said a few minutes ago. They ignore black people problems.
Yeah.
You know, like we don't exist.
Right.
Like that man shouldn't even be president with his track record.
Exactly.
You know?
Thank you.
You know, with his track record, and then he's speaking at Strom Thurmond funeral, which is the head KKK leader.
Yeah.
That's his friend, and he drafted that bill with Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You know, even though Clinton passed it and Democrats voted for it, but it was a gut punch for the black community. You know, so
Yeah,
I never support
but you know, we blindly vote one way.
Democrat.
Yeah.
60%.
And I ain't gonna say blindly. I'm not gonna say blindly. I'm gonna say our interests most of the time are covered. How should I put it? It's really not though. So if you really look at our interests, we really conservative by so.
Let me help it out. Our people can't think for themselves. Period. They don't want to do it. They can't think for themselves, and they just gonna go off of what the popular vote is, of what they think everybody else is doing. They're just gonna follow the pack.
I can agree a little bit with a lot of them. They do vote. Just get up and you go in the voting. You go in them voting pool.
Right. They don't even know who they voting for. They don't know.
They just vote straight down.
Right. Exactly. All the way down. And that's the biggest problem. Okay. When Ice Cube.
But some of them. Go ahead.
When Ice Cube was trying to get us to wake up and said, look, I'm trying to see what both parties, clearly he said both parties are willing to give us for our vote. He said we've been taken advantage of for too long, so I want to see what they're gonna do. So he came up with a whole system. He broke it down on the things that we should get and what we should have as a people. And guess what? The Democratic Party didn't care nothing about it. They didn't say nothing, and they said we'll get back with you, and never got back with you. But I didn't like what the Republicans did because they said they went and talked to him, but then they said now he's a supporter of Trump because he stepped up. They use him as a pawn. So, and then I watch black people turn on Ice Cube. We talking about Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted. We talking about the guy stay true to the game. We talking about the man, his whole career is about fuck them people. You know what I'm saying? And I watch black people turn on this man. They totally ignore everything he said and like, oh, he supported Trump and fuck Ice Cube, fuck all his music, fuck all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because what the other side said. So that I think that was wrong in itself, and just it happened to so many other people. So people picking and choosing sides and don't even know what they're getting. So I'm just saying, what did Joe Biden do for any other black people since he was in office?
Well, we don't have no stats, man. I don't really want to get into that.
No, I'm just saying that anybody know of, what did he do that whole time he was in office? Do anybody know right now?
No, I mean, let me weigh in on that. Let me say that if you knew, that's where I'm coming from with Joe Biden. If you knew his history,
right? Thank you, bro. Thank you. Right.
We should have knew he wasn't gonna do nothing for black people.
Exactly.
Just like they want to look at Trump history, they got to look at Joe history. And Joe history,
right,
when it came to black people,
right,
he was horrible.
Who free? Oh, okay. What did now everybody favorite president? What did Obama do for black people the whole time he was in office?
You can't talk about Obama today, bro. You're gonna get canceled.
Why not? I'm black. So me as a black man, I can't ask the question.
They ran Obama up out of there when Kamala was nominated, and he was trying to support Kamala, but he really didn't want to.
Right.
They kind of turned on Joe Biden.
They
turned on Obama.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, Breezy. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome, my guy. A lot of people woke up. You're welcome.
We saw that. That man told us. Don't make me go get Michelle. So we supposed to be scared of Michelle now? As black men, we supposed to be scared of Michelle?
People, look, let me tell y'all something. A lot of people didn't catch this with Obama. When Obama was running for president his first term, two young black guys stood up at one of his rallies, and they asked him what he gonna do about police violence and crime in the inner cities. He told them black men, I'm gonna do something. He watered it down, and then he said, if you don't like what I do, you run.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was disrespectful. Like,
so disrespectful.
Looking at you running. We voting for you.
Right.
We got to hit you in our community with crime and police committing crime.
And that let you know he wasn't gonna do nothing. Like he did.
Gonna do nothing. Yeah, he wasn't gonna do nothing.
Well,
now, wait a minute. Now, let me ask this last question, E. Then go ahead. Now, who freed more black men than all those people we just named?
Donald.
But we talking about stats.
Thank you.
We don't have no stats in front of us, man.
Yeah, we ain't got no stats.
I'm just saying we don't need the stats. What we need is right now that we know of. We three black men right now. We know offhand who let out more black men, who made the laws more lenient than any of the people we talking about. We know this for a fact, but none of this ever comes up in conversation. We like the first people to bring this up in the conversation.
Yeah. But see, when we talk about it, we kind of understand a different kind of mindset of black people. Black people kind of,
yes.
A lot of them is not dumb voters. A lot of black people is educated voters.
Yes.
The thing is, they voting for who gonna get them the biggest crumbs. Because
right.
Get his crumbs from the government. You know what I'm saying? And that's every community. Every community is voting for just crumbs of the pie.
Right.
So who gonna give us the biggest crumbs? And the Democrats, throughout the the most recent history, they supposed to be with the working class. So they didn't just turn on black people. They turned on the working class. A lot of people that work hard against them because that ED mandate was shipping jobs overseas.
Yeah.
You know, and like Donald said, look, I'm gonna charge you. I'm gonna hit you with a tariff if you don't bring a job. If you don't bring jobs back over here, I'm gonna tax you.
And did.
And did. You know what I'm saying? And did. Like,
Listen,
my company, the company I worked for, was literally closing doors, sending people overseas. The headquarters was closing.
yeah,
Everything was closing.
everybody was running overseas. All the call centers was immigrants. But listen, Rainey Walker said, please talk about Obama. He killed Gaddafi and deported 3 million non-citizens of the USA. So that's one thing. But I don't have the stats in front of me, but Obama, thanks,
Right.
Rainey, for that comment too. But like, he was deporting a lot of people, and we never gave a backlash on that.
Never.
There was
Not
no
once.
backlash on it. It's just because it's Trump. People, whatever it is, he's so polarizing, bro. Even when he's doing something good, he get.
You know why, bro? Because it's being paid for. Them people not showing up with all these signs and everything that's already made out. You know, they're paying people. This is a proven fact that all these protesters, they are paid protesters. You got paid actors. They got commercials. When you watch YouTube, they got commercials that come on 24/7 to try to just stop anything that's being done in a positive. What about all the stuff that's getting done? What about the jobs that's coming back? What about the dollar getting stronger? What about getting all these rapists and murderers that shouldn't have been here in the first place up out of here? When they was flying them in on private jets. Remember, they was flying these people in on private jets and giving them our money and our community. The Chicago people was waking up. Atlanta, everywhere was like, how these people in our neighborhoods? Where these people come from? How they getting $10,000 a month in food stamps? How they getting brand new houses? And they're not even citizens. But it ain't no outrage on that.
What you were saying, Rod?
Let me weigh in on that. The fact that I think the whole situation with Donald. Well, first, let me just say, Joe Biden opening them borders and letting all the people in.
Right.
We have a city that was a testing ground, and that's L.A.
Thank you, bro.
They started with L.A. And
yes.
Black people used to say, when they had them foreign gangs come in L.A., and they tried to protect themselves and arm themselves and try to defend themselves, they would get locked up.
Yep.
Them non-citizens and them other immigrant gangs, they let them take over LA. And then you had that protest about ICE, and LA ain't black no more.
I'm here, bro. I'm seeing it all firsthand. Like I watched it turn into a cesspool.
So Joe Biden had agenda to do the same thing to every black community. He was going to flood the black cities with illegal immigrants, and sooner or later make them legal. And we was going to be the last big part of the voting bloc for Democrats once all them illegals came in.
Right.
So it was a game. It was a game he was playing. It was going to hurt us. Everything Joe Biden did, policy-wise, is you got to look at, is it going to harm black people?
Yes.
Is it going to harm black people? Because that's how he moved.
Yep.
Yeah. And then what they were going to do is make those, sorry to cut you off too, bro. One thing was to position them where they could
grab my charger.
Voters.
Yes.
And once they get where they can vote, now you don't need the black vote as much. We not as necessary at that point, which black people got to understand that too. Like, we got to be careful that we don't shoot ourselves in the foot trying to, because we are a empathetic people. We care about everybody.
Yes. Care about everybody.
But we got to protect our own interests. You know what I'm saying? We got to protect our own interests.
Because every other group doing the same thing. They protecting their own.
And that goes back to that word, man, that don't nobody like, but it's real and you're never gonna get around it. It's nepotism.
Yeah.
Nepotism. Like nepotism, any species on this earth, I don't care if it's ducks, they gonna be for ducks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just for ducks. And
you're right.
We gotta be for us too. We gotta use nepotism too. And that's what, and we gotta respect other people who use it. But once they get in public office, they can't. So naturally they're gonna use it because it's a privilege. You know, we got some privileges too. But it's a privilege when you get, prime example, now we got a black female mayor. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to Mayor Mary Sheffield.
Yep, Sheffield. Yep. Shout out.
We'll send our blessings to her. That's a big step for Detroit. You know, I believe that we would get a. So you remember your boy was a write-in before her. Duggan.
Yep.
He was a write-in. I never thought I would see that. Somebody that didn't live in the city become the mayor off a write-in. So that means they created the story so well that we, and I don't want to get off into Detroit because that's a whole nother story, but shout out to the D. But man, nepotism is a real thing, and just like Obama, he made money once he got in office. He looked out for himself, and I'm sure he looked out for. Remember, he was with the pastor before they started looking that pastor up.
Yeah.
That would make that church become a national church. You know, that's nepotism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and we got to respect other nationalities that use nepotism too. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
And listen, this is a call-in show, man. Brad, I appreciate you calling in, man. Anybody that's got any perspective, your boy Raynell said Obama freed. Shout out to Raynell. He said Obama freed the alphabet people, man.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, and that was one thing, man. When they asked what did Obama accomplish, he made gay marriage legal.
He did stuff for his people. His people.
I can't speak on that, Dave. Come on now.
He did stuff for his people.
I'm gonna say he had an agenda. And before I go, let me just say,
hey, look. I know you can't speak on it, but I can speak on it. He painted the White House a rainbow, so he's telling you this for my people.
But y'all about to talk about them. Y'all gonna talk about them files sooner or later. And everybody was being manipulated now, man. Everybody was being manipulated in them files, and that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
They wanted. They got both parties under control, and they will move the needle.
Blackmail.
To keep us distracted.
Yeah.
So there's no way 1% of the population supposed to gain that much power.
Hey, Breezy, I don't even want to call it blackmail. I want to call it white mail.
Hey, for real. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta say something to my white people. Y'all better look out, because in them files, they said they didn't like them either, and American democracy was a threat to what they wanted to do. European too, and the UK is cleaning house, and they said why America ain't doing so. Everybody in them files over there in the UK stepping down or getting fired. So all right, fellas.
Yeah,
hey, man.
appreciate you, Breezy.
I love you too, bro. Appreciate you.
Love, bro, for sure.
All right.
That was my boy Brad with his perspective. And we're gonna talk a little bit about the Epstein situation.
Shout out to Breezy, man.
Shout out to Breezy. You know Breezy was gonna come in with talking that talk.
Yeah, man. He got a voice, man.
Educated point of views, you know what I'm saying? Not just emotional, you know. Yeah. And that's all I ask. If you're gonna come on here, man, and then we ain't yelling at each other and calling each other out our name, man. That's all.
We looking for thinkers, man. We looking for people that know how to think.
And you don't have to agree. That's not what this is about. Because obviously when I go down my social media feed, my Facebook feed, it looks like 90% of the people don't agree with nothing that Trump is saying on my page, and nothing, they just get rid of him. I ain't heard nothing positive about nothing he's ever done. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that he did do that I'm gonna say that was positive. If you are an investor, he told those major corporations y'all cannot buy single family houses no more. That right there, I remember I think I talked to you about it, Dave. I said if that's gonna push the small person, the small investor out, I can't compete with them.
Yeah, you can't compete with those
I'm not gonna
conglomerates.
rehab my property
Right.
to that level. They're gonna go in there and put $500,000 in a house that they're only making $2,500 off a month.
Right.
I can't afford to do that. I'll never get my investment back. But they're not worried about the investment. They're getting the tax write-off.
Yeah.
They getting appreciation.
They playing the long game.
They playing the long game. I can't compete with them. So who house you gonna pick if BlackRock got 10 and then I got 2? You gonna go with every BlackRock house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a major thing. So shout out to them for that. And I'm one of them people, man, I don't feel like you can legislate nobody into liking you. I don't care whether they like me.
I don't care about like either. I want the best person for the job. And I think that's our problem as a culture in the community. Everybody going off what they feel and what they like. Who's going to get the job done? Who's going to keep us protected? Who's going to make sure that nobody comes over here and just take it all? Because I think that needs to be said. They're not gonna play with this man like that because they already know he's on business. Not only that, people forget that the United States is a corporation. It's a business. So it needs to be ran by somebody who knows business and a businessman. Like,
you know what? Let me counter that because they say he bankrupt most of his businesses. And you looking at
that's not true though.
Listen, I understand.
They spew that out, but nobody came with the facts.
I agree, brother. I agree. And I say that because first off, bankruptcy is not, and Dame Dash just talked about this because in our community we got this stigma about bankruptcy.
Right.
And that's not the best way to look at that. You gotta look at that different. You can't look at that as if the business didn't. So on paper, yes, the business got dissolved. It didn't work. It wasn't profitable. It lost money. Okay, on paper. But in certain situations, a bankruptcy. Think about the people on this live that's gonna see this live that filed bankruptcy. And what did that do for you?
Right.
It got you a chance to renegotiate the contracts. Do you remember when Detroit went bankrupt?
They don't see. Our people don't even look at. They don't even know about that. Because they never owned anything. Most of the people don't own nothing. They never had a business. They don't care about none of that. All they care about is what they being told. They can't even comprehend what it is to see those type of numbers and how it could benefit them or how it can help them. They really think Dame Dash is broke. I could tell you for a fact that man is not broke and he's living in a mansion, multiple mansions. Let me say that. So They thought 50 Cent was broke. 50 Cent filed bankruptcy.
He did.
And
he had to get rid of that house.
He laughed at people because they really think that he was really broke. It's a strategy, people.
Yeah.
It's a strategy.
Shout out to my sister Jaja, man. She said, have y'all been paying attention to the policies and legislation that are passing through our Congress? Sis, I don't know if you're busy right now, but I would love for you to call in and just talk about that.
Yes.
Briefly, please tell us something that's going on if you can. If not, I understand, but yeah. So I don't know what they passing through. And that's one of the reasons I don't want to talk about politics too much, because I am not the one to talk. She said one of our lawmakers is fighting to make sure. Oh, she's gonna type it in. Okay, that's cool too. One of our lawmakers is fighting to make sure that the current administration does not start deporting U.S. citizens. Yeah, that's another thing. You're right, because she's right about that. She's right about that. Me and Stone, shout out to Stone with he was on the show a few months back, and he talked about he voted for Trump, and he said as soon as he left the inauguration, no, at the inauguration, Trump started talking about deporting people, and I'm gonna have to get Stone on here, man. And they said under the legislation, they could start deporting U.S. citizens based on some type of particular status or something. I'm not sure what exactly was he saying. I have him on here, but she said we are not far from a situation where our government can start. Yeah, she's right. She is right. Huh?
Okay.
But let's say this, Jaja. Do you feel like illegals? So look, we just talked about this. Obama deported, but see, I don't have the stats. So you tell me the stats. But Obama deported a huge amount of people, and it went right up under the radar. Millions of people, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yes.
And he ran on that.
Within months, it was same thing within months when he first got in office.
Yeah.
Same thing. Crickets.
And ICE was out.
Yeah.
You know, ICE is not new.
Yes. Same thing.
She said there are also people fighting to make sure they don't drop the age of legal consent for minors when it comes to sex crime. Yeah, yep, because all their buddies are starting to get caught up in this. And yeah, because you see, what was his name? He was just on the Ted Cruz. I think he just said something about let's stop coming down so hard on sex offenders or something like that. And I only saw a clip of it, so I can't really speak on it. Jaja said something else. Oh no, that's Rainey. Rainey said also Trump keep dropping subliminals saying us blacks who are African Americans are the real indigenous people. Yeah, he does. He knows who we are.
Exactly.
He stood on there and said
our people don't know the difference between indigenous and native.
Yeah.
There's a difference between that.
Yeah. People, indigenous people to the land, but everyone is not paying attention to him. He's exposing everything, and that's why he's trying to get the textbooks out of schools. He knows it wasn't no Atlantic slave trade.
Exactly.
So that's a whole.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Rainey.
That's another thing. The Moors were already here.
Thank you. I know for a fact. I believe what my grandmother told me. I have this recorded. Rest in peace to my grandmother. But I know that my family didn't come in on no slave ships. I know this for a fact. I know that we have family that own hundreds and hundreds of acres doing this so-called trade that they use. See, they used all this paperwork and stuff a way to steal the land. This was a way to steal land and group everybody in and keep changing the name. You know, went from nigger to Negro to color to black. It's all play. You know, just you know, to steal land.
Every president has deported illegal immigrants.
Every single president.
Yeah.
And let's talk about this. I travel a lot. You can't go in no country and just go in there like you want to and just be there and set up shop. And you definitely can't go there committing no crimes and hurting women and children. You can't just walk across the border. So why do they think we supposed to just take everybody in? You can't go to no other country and do that.
And my thing is we taking people in who can supplant us.
Right. See, that's what it used to be before. The people that used to come into this country were helping build the country. They were helping build railroads. We had a lot of different foreign doctors. We had a lot of people that knew how to, run phone lines and different things that would help build the country. We wanted the best and the brightest, and that's what our sitting president is trying to do now to get back to that. So the people that actually want to be here, they're gonna be willing to pay to be here. The people that actually want to be here, they're gonna help the country build. So it's just more money, and it will be a better community for everybody.
We can't say that the immigrants, the Mexicans, the Hispanics, that they're not helping.
No, no one never said that. But what I'm saying is, it's a clear thing that the other people from Venezuela, they were letting out their jails. They let all their criminals out, and they flew them in private jets to here. They got rid of all their criminals and sent them here. This was done. We know this was done. I didn't say all,
what about the Somalis, man, in Minnesota, man?
Oh my God.
They just ran a finesse, bro.
Boy, the biggest finesse, man. They even had the snow people looking like, hey, they didn't even get in on that money.
Yeah.
And
I don't money that we take when in the community where we messing with little stamps, selling them for $40-$50. That ain't nothing.
This is billions of dollars we talking about here.
Yeah.
And just in that state alone.
Jana said she has to go, but we have to pay attention to the law. We black people have to make sure we are aware of what's happening. I may not agree with all the politics.
She
but
right.
I have to pick the lawmakers that have my best interest. Yep.
This is right.
You might have to pick a Republican, man.
Yes.
We're so emotional sometimes that we can't see you can't see the forest for the trees. We got to pay attention to the people who are electing and make sure that we're not just going on with our group thing. There we go.
Yes. Thank you.
These laws, but we can't also Jaja. Thanks, sis. She said, "Love y'all, man."
Love you too.
Love you too, sis. And my sister is actually a part of. She's in Warren, Michigan, in politics in Warren, Michigan, and y'all be on the lookout for her. She's doing some big things, and
yes,
I'm proud of her. And she's always, she's always one of the people that go over and beyond.
Support your local people first.
You better get out the way. Yep.
Because that's what really matters. That's what's going to affect you and your family. Support your local people first.
Yeah, that matters more
than anything.
Than that presidential election.
Yes.
And you know what? I want to say this, man. I didn't know presidents could do so much.
Right.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you could just make an executive order and let them pick up the pieces later.
Right.
Trump actually came to office and made me feel like the rest of the presidents been
they've been lacking.
Yeah.
Right. They ain't been doing nothing.
I said so.
Yes.
Y'all really do whatever y'all wanted to do.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
If they really wanted to help, they could.
Yeah. But everybody, that's why it's good that we didn't have another politician. It's good that Trump wasn't a politician.
Right.
Because politicians want to make all these people happy at one time. Trump just, okay, so this is going to be, people might not agree. But this ain't black. I guess it can be considered black and white. But it's good and evil at the core. And it's money. It's money. If you follow the money, you can kind of see where people positioned at.
Exactly.
But,
it's all money from both sides.
Yeah, it's money from both sides, and people trying to keep their jobs. And you got to think about they need to get to a point where those Supreme Court jobs are not just, you just stay there as long as you want to stay there.
Yeah, we
need an incentive to do it right, to be better.
Yes, we need new people in that understand what's going on and that have a plan to help out the people of the United States.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, this is a call-in show. Like I say, I want to get other perspectives So if anybody wants to call in, we're going to be on here for at least another 15, 20 minutes. I got a couple things I want to talk about. I want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. I made a post the other day about me praying that Bitcoin went under 60,000, and it almost did. And that's that's $60,000 less than it was in October.
Yeah.
So
it's on sale.
It's on sale now. And if you're one of those people, Bitcoin is still, so I talked about this in a previous show. What the characteristics of good, sound money are. And one of the reasons that we got inflation now is because the money that we're using now, which is fiat currency, it is not scarce anymore. They can just print it as much as they want.
They've been doing it forever.
Yeah, and once we got to C19 and they pumped all that money in the system, that made the value. It feels like your house got more expensive, but no, your dollar got weaker, so now you need more money to buy the house, the same house.
It's the banking system. The banking system was flawed from the beginning, and the people that run the banks know this.
Yeah, we got too much money in the system.
It was a setup.
So it made everything more, but it costs more because the dollar is weaker. And Bitcoin is still scarce. It's only 21 million. It's durable. It's divisible. It's portable. It's recognizable. Now, and that's the only thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not been accepted worldwide. Once we get to that point, now you got a lot of people in a lot of pockets that accept it. But once we get to that point, it'll probably take over the dollar.
And this is what the biggest problem is. The only reason why we beefing with the other big countries is because they don't have a central banking system like we have. And that's for good reason. I would say this, so all the people that's in China and Korea and other different countries, don't quote me, but they don't want our system because they see the flaw in our banking system. They don't want to go through what we've gone through, where you gotta keep raising everything up. The bubble has to burst at some time. And the Bitcoin is supposed to solve the problem of that bubble being burst.
Bitcoin will solve it.
Exactly.
Listen, most people that's against it, they have not studied it.
They done no research at all.
Yeah,
I was told it wasn't real and nobody made money off of it.
Ray said Bitcoin's gonna do bad this year, and yes, I'm going off numerology. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a great time to get in because of the drop. So financially, it will be smart to buy up when it goes lower. Yes. And that's just common sense.
Buy low, sell high. That's everything. That's the stock market, period.
When it was 128,000 at its peak in January. Everybody it was a scurry to try to get it. No, that's the wrong time to get it.
Yeah.
Now is the time to
get it.
Now
is the time when it's going down, right?
About that too, because in the Epstein files, they're saying that Epstein is Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin. And I said, so you got to understand who's saying that.
Right, yeah. Where did that come from?
That are the people that have who got competing coins. Like XRP, I noticed they pushing that a lot.
Okay.
They want to scare everybody out of Bitcoin to come
to their platform, of course.
Yeah, because XRP go up to $5. Now we got all these new billionaires. But one thing about XRP, it's not scarce.
Yeah.
It's not scarce. They can all sit down at the table and say, we're going to add another 10 million and now yours drop.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to get away from.
And the same people from what I understand that own XRP is the banking people.
Yes, Ripple.
Exactly.
Ripple.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Ripple. And that's why. So XRP does have a little more utility to it.
Yeah, of
They
course, it's
actually,
backed by the people that put us in the same position that we were in the first place. So it would just be the same thing over again, but Bitcoin is totally different.
Bitcoin is totally different. It's the only one that's, and it's superior. If you pay attention, when Bitcoin go down, everything go down.
Everything.
Everything
Yep.
go down.
Yep.
Because if the mammoth money can't make it, all this other stuff definitely a joke.
Right.
You know, but what about gold, man? Gold is
At an all-time high, man.
Shout out to Rainey for that on Bitcoin. I like, especially for our community, we got to talk about Bitcoin and we're going into a digital age. What you think AI is going to be ran off of? It's not going to be ran off no damn dollar and no quarter.
No.
It's going to be
No.
ran off of digital money.
Currency. Right.
Yes.
Yes.
And one thing I want to tell everybody that see this show is you got to be able to see around corners, man.
And we'll be putting y'all in on the Black Dollar Podcast coming soon.
Black Dollar Podcast coming soon, man. But you got to be able to see around corners, because look at history, especially look at Bitcoin history. What did Bitcoin do? Bitcoin was in 2023, Bitcoin was down to, I think, $16,000. And it went all the way up to $70,000 the same year.
The same year, right.
Same year. So if you were looking at it like, oh, damn, it's busted, and you sold,
Yeah.
now you lost generational wealth. And you got to look at it like this. You got a 401k. Most people that's going to see this, they got a 401k.
Yeah.
When the last time you looked at your 401k and when it dropped, you got scared and wanted to tell them, take my money out of my 401k? You didn't
Exactly.
do it because you're in a 401k for the long haul. You get there for 10 years to 30 years or better.
Yes.
Uncle
Yes.
say, put your money in the market, forget about it for 10, 20 years, and have a doctor present when you go in there to open the envelope.
Set it and forget it.
Blow your mind when you see it.
Set it and forget it.
We gotta be
Set
patient, man. We got to be patient.
set your amount that you want to get every week or every month, or however you want to set it up.
Man, it's gonna be a touchy,
And don't
it's gonna be a
touch it.
touchy subject for you, man. Let's talk about these kids feeling like, if you brought me in this world, I ain't asked to come here. You owe me.
Well, for as far as children go, parents, I would say parents are obligated to take care of their children until they're able to take care of themselves.
Okay.
Once they get to an adult and they're at an adult age, and you've shown them everything that you can, and you've done everything that you can for them, that life has to happen for them. They can't have a safety net all their life. This is the problem with a lot of kids in society today, where you have mothers that want to give these children safety nets forever, which is understandable because it's a mother's love. I get that.
Yeah.
But also you gotta, the father is missing in most of these situations. And these are the kids that say, I can go out and commit these crimes because I know my mama is gonna put up the house to get me out of jail.
Yeah, let you tell it. You're supposed to take care of them, right?
Right, exactly. So it's that dynamic. But as a man, I remember, man, shout out to my grandfather, rest in peace, Big Dave Walker. He told me a long time ago, he said, if you ever go to jail, don't call me. And as a young man, I understood that.
Yeah, that's what Z told the kids too. So shout out to Z for that. Cause
shout out to Z for that. Yeah, man.
I made mistakes.
Yeah,
I got caught stealing.
You're supposed to make mistakes as a kid, but you're supposed to learn from them too.
Yeah.
And most of the people that I know, I can count a lot of people that I know that their parents just always came to their rescue, mainly the mothers, And the ones that had their fathers in the life, I could just see their fathers just in the background coming up off that money. Man, like you can't keep saving the boy. You can't keep saving the girl because they're not going to learn. So you know they have to learn from experience. And this is what I told my daughter. I said, my whole goal was to prepare you to need nothing from nobody, not me, not your mother, not anybody, not no man. My whole goal was to teach you how to survive in life without nobody. Because I lost my mother at a young age, just like you lost your mother at a young age. So we had a different dynamic and a different understanding of coming up and how to survive. And we knew that we didn't have that love. Now we had grandparents and stuff that cared about us just as much or more, but at the same time, that mother's love that would just do anything for you, just you know, your mother would go all out. She'll jump in front of the bullet for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Daddy know instinctively that if I keep protecting you, I gotta protect you forever.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you gotta have tough love. You gotta have that mother's love, but you also gotta have that father's love on tough love. You know?
Yeah, and that's the value of having masculine and feminine in the same house.
Right.
God knew what He was doing when He created that.
Exactly. That's a dynamic that should never be changed. Like if a woman has a man, if the man was good enough for you to have a baby bound, he should be good enough to take care of the child and have the say so. Even the courts know, you know, whether it's child support or not, that father still needs visitation rights and to be able to have his input on the child. You know.
Listen, speaking of that, how do you feel about mandatory birth, a DNA test at birth?
It should have always been done. It should have been done from the beginning.
Anybody in the chat, what do y'all think about that? Leave a comment if you're on Facebook or YouTube. Leave a comment. I want to know what people feel about that because I think some women feel like it's disrespectful. What are you saying to me? You know how men, if a woman questions something about you as your manhood,
that's them feelings.
Okay, but let me just, I got it. So you said, but what I'm saying is, me, you just had a conversation where you expected your wife, to understand certain things, right? And when she don't, you feel some kind of way, right?
Yeah.
Especially since y'all been married for as long as y'all been married, you just expect certain things. And when she don't, you feel some kind of way about that. So a woman feel like sometimes I'm just playing the advocate on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You just by you saying to me that it could be possibly another man laying in the bed with me.
Right.
What are you saying about my character?
Right.
So I get that. And my sister Tanya, she said she totally agree. I don't know exactly what she was talking about. Were you talking about? She might have been saying she totally agree about DNA tests at birth. Well, I agree with that too. And when you do it mandatory, it takes the man out of it and that feeling part. This
is the whole thing. Let me say something about them feelings. What does that say about you? What it says about you is if you know you don't have nothing to worry about, you shouldn't have no problem taking that test.
So let me ask you this. See, and I had a problem with that sentiment that you're making right there. If I've had in the past a woman come to me and say I did something or I was somewhere or something, and I wouldn't even look at it because I know I wasn't there.
Was it going to cost you money?
No. I ain't saying that, but you understand my point. What I'm saying is I don't need to look. If right now if they say I robbed a bank, I don't need to see the tape. You got to prove that I did. I ain't robbed no bank. So you want me to go down to now? If they take me against my will, I gotta go.
You gonna go against your will. If you don't, you could lose your freedom.
That's kind of extreme case. But I'm saying I'm not just gonna be entertaining you because you thought something up in your head.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
gonna engage in that.
That's for a man. Listen, uh, for a man to say that he could actually lose his freedom if it's wrong.
That's why I said that's extreme.
It's
But
not,
straight
but
men like that.
this happens every day. There are many men that get locked up for children that's not theirs because they couldn't question the woman about
Yeah,
the child.
yeah, you're right.
It's people locked up right now or getting locked up right now, losing their freedom because the woman didn't want them to ask that question.
Yeah,
You could lose
I
your
got.
freedom. You could be locked up for
So,
years,
so
and it's
Tanya said
costing you money.
she said she agreed with that, and she's a woman, and you wouldn't. So Tanya, you wouldn't feel some kind of way if
No, because she know who her child father is. She know.
what
See,
if
that's the thing. A real woman like that, they know who their child father is, so she's not gonna have a problem with it. The
no,
ones
I'm
that
saying
have a problem
if
with it,
listen, if you know you ain't been messing with another man, and we supposed to be happy and celebrating the fact that you pregnant, and we celebrating. This is a baby we playing. And I come to you or your baby daddy come to you and say,
but what if you didn't play it? What if the woman planned it for you?
now that's different. I'm just saying. But in this scenario, we planned it. Tanya said, not at all. No, not at all. Take the test and hurry up. Yeah.
A logical woman. Thank you for
What about you, Rainey? Are you still there? Oh, Wood said, Hey, shout out to Wood, man.
Wood on the beat. What's up, brother?
Shout out to Wood. He got the new EP out, man. It
Yeah,
just dropped, man.
congratulations. Album
Shout out to
slapping.
him. It's on all platforms right now. It's the new EP. It's Income. It is, put it in the chat. I know the name of it because I just downloaded it. It is called
I got it too.
Streams of Income.
There you go.
It's called Streams of Income. Y'all go listen. If you don't know who Wood is, man, A Wood.
Super
Wood
producer.
on the beat. He is a Detroit legend. I'm gonna give you your flowers, man.
Yes.
He's a Detroit legend. He was first on the label. I ain't gonna be too long-winded with this, but I just watched him go full circle. He was on our Shark Music label back, and we wasn't no paperwork or none of that. It was a gentleman's shake, and we
Brothers.
agreed that that's what we was doing. And Wood,
Shark La Familia.
yeah, he became Shark Music, and we did a few songs, went to the studio, and you know, I remember him telling me, man, I'm gonna go start doing beats.
Yeah.
And Wood went on, and he is a platinum,
Fire.
multi-platinum
Yes.
beat maker. So if y'all looking for music, he do R&B, he does rap, all kind of tracks, man.
Super talented.
Yep, shout out to Wood. Yep, he said, what'd he say? Oh, he said, Dave.
Bro.
Wood said, what up, though? What's the word? And he
You.
also said, tell my boy Dave I appreciate him for always showing love, too, man.
Always, bro. I got your back. Shark La Familia.
Most definitely, man. You already know what it is, man. Watching him go full circle, man, I just feel honored, man, to be a part of
Me
the
too.
beginning. You know,
Yeah.
I remember he went straight black for a whole year or two and studied using that keyboard and that
Yes.
machine. And when he came out, he had Peasy.
Nothing to mess with.
Yeah, he had that Detroit music. He messed with everybody.
He got so many hits and titles under his belt we can't even name. We'll be here all day. All y'all favorite music that y'all got for the last decade, he is responsible for a lot of those hits. For sure.
Baby Money.
Yep.
Um,
Babyface Ray, Filthy Rich, PZ, Vezo, Sada Baby, all it's too many to name. Rocky Bad, man, it's a
10V.
10V
That
baby.
10V will be out March 3rd, bro.
Man, can't wait to
March
see it,
3rd,
man. Free
bro.
10V,
So we
man.
gotta. I'm gonna be in Detroit, man. We'll welcome you home, bro. So
Yes, our
let's
favorite
talk about
artist
that
for
and see what
sure.
we can do. What we can put together for him, man.
They're not.
Yeah, shout out
They
to Wood, man. Shout out to Wood, man. I appreciate you, bro. Everybody go out,
yes,
stream, go to all whatever platform you use for your music, and stream that Wood on the Beat. Streams of income. Streams of income. It's hard too, man.
yeah,
It's hard, man.
yeah.
Real talk. I just was listening to it.
Great music.
But for sure, but what we were talking about is, I think, who is that just came on? Oh, yeah, that was Rainey. She said she agreed with DNA testing, but also before having children, I feel parents should get genetic testing as well because a lot of children are being born with birth defects.
Yes, yes.
Due to them dang on shots, too.
That's what it really is. So that we need to touch on that. You should know like your history of your counterparts. Do they have diabetes running in the family? Do they have any type of thing?
What
That
they call it, sickle cell.
sickle cell or anything that will hurt the child. So you need to do that research. Yes, that's a big thing. But we know for a fact, just like these jabs that they're doing now, most of those children, autism, it comes from when they first get those jabs when they are babies.
Listen, we not doctors, so I don't want to just say anything on here, but I do want to say
look it up. Y'all do your own research.
Do your research, man, because some of us didn't take that jab, and shout out to the people that risked their lives.
Yes, that stood on business.
Risked our lives, taking that risk because we didn't feel comfortable. And I don't know what reasons you didn't do it, Dave. I think I know.
Common sense.
Me and you had C19 together. You had came home to visit. I caught it.
Yeah.
Gave it to you. And we was in a house in 2 separate rooms, sick as a dog.
Yeah. Came home for a funeral. Rest in peace, Uncle Ray.
Came home for a funeral.
The one who put me in the car game. He showed me everything I know about cars and stuff to this day. So he was the one in the family that went around and fixed everybody's cars. He was in business with shout out to J Mac and their family. They had the shop on Mac and Benito. So that was a staple staple in the community. It's still there to this day. Where
man, shout out to J Mac.
Best prices.
Yeah, he had a health scare, man. We praying for him.
Keep your head up, J Mac.
Keep your head up, Jay. He's the Bitcoin king, man. Right now,
yes,
he's going through this sickness, and Bitcoin is down. It's a double whammy for my baby. So we sending prayers up to you, Jay. And
I'm sure he buying more.
Keep buying Bitcoin, bro. Keep buying.
Yeah.
Keep buying.
For real.
Randy, that's real. That's real. Oh yeah, she said she loved Uncle Ray.
Yes.
Yeah. But you can tell Down syndrome. They got tests for that.
Yeah.
Where you can before you even had a child.
I want people to look up all the years before the jabs for children at birth, and then look up the numbers and stuff now, and it will tell you right there.
Yeah.
It would tell you.
I want to say this, man. Like I was saying that we was both sick together in the house.
We was down, bro.
Yeah, we risked our lives because of what we believed in, and people didn't take it that serious. But
they had to give me that president medicine. That's what they called it. They say we don't know who you are, or you must be somebody important because they flew this in for you. They flew it in on a helicopter.
And gave you that what was the name of that? It was called it was a popular name that they was giving people that Cause see, one thing about you, man, that people might not know, if you new on this live and you don't know who the Dollar Dave is, this is another legend, man. I give people their flowers, and
Thank you, bro.
he is not only just a great human being, but he's a heart transplant survivor, man. So shout out to you, bro.
And cancer survivor.
And cancer survivor, and all kind of other survivors.
Gunshot, stabbings.
Yeah, meningitis.
Cut open, meningitis in the brain. I didn't survive. I didn't survive some of everything. I'm a real survivor. You're looking at a real, true survivor.
Yeah, and you got your heart transplant what year?
2015.
2015. So anybody that don't know, you would never know that this man had his chest cavity cracked open and a whole new heart put in. Like, people that had kidney, people that had kidney transplant, people that then had different things done. I know amputees. Shout out to Pops, man.
Shout out to Pops, man.
Amputees, people that have been through a lot, man.
Yeah.
But this man got a new heart in going on. How many years again?
It's going on 11 now. I just had my anniversary in December.
Yeah, so he always celebrate 2 birthdays. What's your 2 birthdays?
My regular birthday in June, and my other one is in December. I celebrate December 9th.
Yeah. Listen, bro, most people, I take my hat off to you. I've been there with you through most of your struggles, man.
Yes.
And it has not been easy, but I sit here and look at you. You living in LA. And you've been in Atlanta, and you done traveled the world, and you still travel the world.
Yeah, I'm on my way to Egypt next.
As you should, man. Dave has really, man, you done beat the odds so many times. So that's why one thing I tell him, like, he'll call me and say, man, I'm going to get the vet. And I say, go ahead. But I don't care how much money you got. You get whatever is on your mind.
Yeah.
Because you died already.
Yeah, and literally.
You died already.
Yeah.
And so shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for always being a good friend, and
more than once they done told me welcome back to Earth.
Yeah.
So
y'all follow the Almighty Dollar, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Welcome to the Dollar Show is his podcast. I mean,
YouTube. Yeah.
Welcome to the Dollar Show.
Welcome to the Dollar Show on YouTube. Welcome to the Dollar Show 444 on YouTube. Dollar Dave Walker on Facebook, and the Real Dollar Show on IG.
Yeah, most definitely, man. But did you see, man, that I don't know if we got finished with our point with this code, with this stuff. Yes, we did. We kind of touched on it. But I wanted to touch on the fact that Jay-Z, man, what is this feverish, insatiable hate for Jay-Z?
I don't believe it, bro. I don't, man, look, what they trying to, what you say, put the bad press off of them and put it on rappers. Yeah. Like rappers already get enough bad press. You know me, bro. I use Jay-Z as an example all the time because he is the top of the top. He the top of the food chain, like for our people as being successful, being a businessman, being a married man.
Staying out of many scandals.
Yeah, staying out of trouble. You don't see him out partying. You don't be hearing no bad stuff about him. For the most part, he keeps to himself. And, he's been winning for a long time. He took a bad situation and he turned it into art and made something good about himself. Yeah. And so when I see he's in these, I don't think, unless it was a setup from the beginning, which I would say it is, it's like, okay, in 96, Jay-Z was just getting into, You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about why is 96?
Well, I say 96 because they said that him, the one of the accusers. This is a call in now. This is no facts. This is just somebody saying they calling in on a hotline saying they saw Jay-Z and Harvey Weinstein together in the same room, and Harvey Weinstein did some inappropriate stuff with a young lady, and they said that Jay-Z was supposed to be in the room in 1996. I don't see them two hanging together in
Well, they
1996.
got videos with them together, but I don't.
No,
think
it is videos of them together, but in 1996.
Yeah, that was Tupac was still alive. Like he had just he was
Yeah,
just passed.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't really see
Jay-Z
him.
wasn't even up there then.
No, he wasn't up there then, and I know
Yeah.
people around him. Like I know plenty of people that was with him at that time that's still with him to this day, and I don't see it. I don't see it. Them two people hang together now. Afterwards, Jay-Z wasn't even in them rooms at the time. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
And if it was, that meant that had to be the point where he just started getting into them rooms. But I don't think he was even in the rooms or even wanted to be in them rooms at that time because he was independent, you know.
Independent, yeah.
So he didn't have to be in the rooms. He was already rich. Jay was
He already told him.
Jay was already rich before he was a rapper. Let's get that straight. This is a fact. He already had money. So I don't think he was, in them type of situations or had to be in those type of situations to.
It seemed like he's the last one that they want to bring down.
Right.
Like if they could bring him down, they could bring the whole history.
Because he the last man standing.
First off, it's a whole nother thing. It's a war against men, bro.
Facts.
It's a war against men, and
especially our community.
Yeah, and the women who want to admit it, I appreciate that because it takes a lot to go against the group.
Yep.
But if you're a sober-minded man, you see
the attack.
And I'm not going to just say that we not acting a fool.
Right.
Because we acting a fool in certain instances. We got domestic violence, we got cheating, and we got. So once Kevin Samuels came out, the men kind of said, you know what, you're right. I ain't got to do this for this old lady. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we fooling. And some of the stuff we already knew, but he came and we already felt certain things, but then he came and put his mark on it and made it.
Yeah, he broadcasted the hypocrisy, what's going on with the black man being targeted, not only by the people, but by our own people that's supposed to love and care for us. You know what I'm saying?
I
the
told
women.
Somebody that he used to talk to us about us first.
Yes, that's what they don't understand. He talked about men just as much as he talked about women.
Yeah, but I'm saying that his platform was for men.
Yeah, they left it out. They leave all that out. See, people, that's the thing. People pick and choose on what they want to be outraged about.
Yeah.
And and when you say go back and look at the history, they're not going to do that. They're going to stay on topic because everybody want to feel right and outraged about whatever they're yelling about.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a war on men, and Jay-Z just happens to be at the top.
Exactly.
And they already took out all of our, a lot of our pillars of what a good man was. They once they got what's his name?
Kanye. Look what they did to Kanye.
No. I'm talking about Cliff Huxtable, man.
Oh yeah, Oh.
Yeah, once they
that was a blow. And so look, that shows you how diabolical they are and how far they would go back. So like even in that, so you should know, like once you get in certain places or whatever, you can't do certain things no matter what, because it's not just a reflection on you, it's a reflection on us as a whole.
Yeah.
And for him to be the biggest person to speak up against that. Like even he said, "Don't cuss." Remember, he was telling all the comedians like
And he was actually holding black people accountable.
he
And
was
we didn't like
holding
that.
right
Yeah,
to
we didn't
to
like that.
to how to move right, and you
Yeah.
know, uh, the college rate went up when he brought out a different world. You
Yeah.
know, more black people started going to colleges. All the historical black colleges, their numbers went up
Yeah.
because that's what Bill Cosby was pushing. You know, he had the show where he's a doctor and his wife
His
is a
wife was a
lawyer.
lawyer.
So all the kids are excelling. That they stayed in a nice community. That was like unheard of.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for them to take him out the game and make him
Yeah,
that
that was a major blow for us.
right.
And then they tried to take Michael Jackson down.
And don't forget, people, this is what I hate. Michael Jackson, it was proved in the court that all that was a lie, but our people just ignore that. He beat that. He beat them trumped up charges.
Yeah.
He was proven not guilty.
And then we got R. Kelly, who definitely has a problem, you know. And
Definitely.
I roll with Kels the long way. No Diddy, man. I roll with Kels the long way when it
And
comes to his music and his impact. And I always, you know, where smoke is fire a lot of times, man. You can't deny that.
right.
But he just had so many things until, come on, Kels, like, all right, so you had an incident that was sketchy with Aaliyah. You
Yeah.
know, we know you married her. We know you was messing with her.
And,
Okay.
and see, this is why we gotta be on what's going on. So, oh, I don't know if everybody know his story, but he was attacked by an older woman.
Yeah, by his sister.
You know what I'm saying?
He
So
wasn't attacked, but she used to
he was
mess with him.
he was messed up in the head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So nobody ever seems to bring that part up on why he is the way that he is. And that goes on a lot in the communities
No, but see, the problem is people saying that he's not the way he is, and that's what people, you know, and I can't speak for certain stuff, but that tape when it came out, it looked like him to me.
yeah,
Now she's saying it was him,
right.
and
But why now though? Think
because
about
she got a
that.
book coming out.
Because he supposed to be getting out, right?
Yeah, well, she got a book coming out. He don't get out.
Yeah, she trying to get some money.
Yeah, he got another 20 years if these charges stick.
Right.
But listen, R. Kelly is my guy. You know,
Somebody look, somebody
Man.
just said that he wasn't that they was gonna bring up more stuff. Like they gonna make sure that he never gets out. They got cases waiting on him. So not only in where he got the charges at now, so they got some charges waiting for him back home and somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Tanya said you just can't blame that one man. These ladies had parents as well.
Yeah, where the parents at? Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Where are the parents? Because when he bought that little girl a PT Cruiser, the parents didn't say, where you get this PT Cruiser from? Like, where you get the money?
Understand, if your kid go out and do something right now, you could be held liable for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're doing now.
Yeah.
And really a lot of that stuff, it should, because you're supposed to know where your children at all times and what they doing.
Considered a victim, though.
Right.
They call them a victim. But yeah, so I don't want to get on Kels too long, but it's a war against men and women that can really admit that. I appreciate that. Men got to step up. I agree with that.
Yes.
Like taking care of your kids.
Our men,
stuff that we supposed to know.
Yes, our men, we really need to make a full shift as far as we need to be together as a unity to hold each other accountable for making sure that our families are taken care of and protected. Because it's a lot of people missing. You know, right now, like with the last, see, don't nobody want to talk about with the last few years or whatever. How many black women are missing, and how many children are missing, just gone.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
nobody know where they at
We
or
got
what
so many
happened.
issues in the community.
Right.
That's why us over there fighting for these immigrants, bro. We got.
Yeah, we got our own problems.
Did you see that shooting in Chicago, man?
Man, come on, man.
Yesterday.
I'm so tired. Yeah, man. Yeah,
and,
man.
and now it's coming to find out that the girl was beefing with them, but we gotta be outraged about us on us too.
Right, exactly. We
got to. Hoff said, shout out to Hoff, man. He said, I got Kelly playing right now. Listen, on repeat, he said, the GOAT. Listen, ain't nobody gonna do it better, man. He just did back to Kelly, man.
Let me
did a remix from
let me say this, bro. One of our biggest problems in our community is we hold celebrities at too much of a higher standard. Now look, you just because we love people music or their talent or they can dunk a basketball or throw a football, don't mean that they're not regular people. You know, they just got a little more money than you and they got a camera in their face all the time. But you know, they all human and everybody make mistakes. We can't just, you know, forget that. And you know, we looking at celebrities like, you know, what's going on, and we getting advice from them, and they don't even got it all together themselves. So, you know, we need better leaders, man. And I see why. You know,
I disagree with that though.
We need better leaders, bro. We do need better leaders,
better
man.
Men, but no other group has.
I'm not just talking about men. I'm talking about women too. Cause look at what our women are looking up to. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red got lipstick out called gonorrhea, and they playing and they got grandkids and they playing this in the car with them, and they twerking with the babies and stuff. And you know, their kids telling them they want gonorrhea lipstick for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. It ain't just the men now.
That goes back to what we saying.
Men and women, we all gotta hold ourselves accountable.
Like,
you know?
We shouldn't. No other group would have let that fly.
Exactly. Come on, man.
Nobody else would do that. That's detrimental. Listen.
Come on, man.
Man, a child's development is their most influence from birth to 7 years old. That's when their personalities are being built.
Right.
The last thing a baby needs to hear is over-sexualized music. You know, we just got some stuff that we
exactly
have to figure out a way, because you know what your boys say.
Why are parents buying tickets to go see a pregnant Sexy Red on stage with her pants unbuttoned, twerking on the floor with dirty bare feet, and the shows are sold out?
Yeah.
Why is that allowed? Who is paying for these tickets for these kids to go see that?
Listen, Malcolm X said it's easier to build strong children than it is to repair broken men.
Right.
And basically,
we got to start with the children.
With the kids, yeah.
Yeah. Facts.
We got to start with the kids, man.
Facts. And not only we being attacked as black men, and the children are being attacked. This stuff is being forced on the kids, man.
Yeah.
That's why.
Man, you remember back when we was coming up, you couldn't even come downstairs while they were smoking.
None of that.
Grown-ups.
Yeah, you couldn't be in grown folks' conversations.
You couldn't even be around them. We used to smell the weed.
Yep.
And we used to hear the music. And when we ran down to the kitchen to get something,
you in trouble.
Don't come down here. Don't bring your ass back down here. Take everything you need. You know.
Yeah.
And that actually protected us and made things a little. We were more innocent longer.
Yes.
Now you have your cell phone.
Which children shouldn't have that much access to the world at all. There is no way that children should have access to all the stuff that's going on right now. And none of it is good. They're not searching for nothing good. They're not learning nothing. They're not, using it to help their schoolwork. All they searching for everything bad.
Yeah, you got to think, man. If we had a phone back when in your room by yourself,
man, come on, man.
And you had the World Wide Web at your fingertips.
Nah, bro. Man.
That wasn't good.
Nothing
That's like
good.
Your uncle's box of porn books up under your bed.
Unlimited. Yeah.
Or you had the VHS tape. And man, listen, when they opened up the web, and I seen that they didn't have a lock on that, I said,
yeah.
Because now I've seen, since the internet came out, I've seen more. I had never seen 2 million together.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's just like, come on, man. Yeah, it's just too much. They're trying to normalize this for children. That's what I said. When they trying to change the age and all that kind of stuff to make it okay, nah, man. They mind these decisions.
Once your mind is exposed to something, it's hard. It'll never be the same. It never go back to the same form.
Right.
That's what they say. So the best thing to do is to keep a gate around all this mess.
Yeah.
And let them be innocent as long as they can. But now we done open Pandora's box now, man.
Yeah, it's already open.
But you got other countries that's actually closing the box.
Right.
They said,
they don't get the same broadcast we get.
China, I think it's China. They said if you sexually abuse a child, you get the death penalty.
Right.
Yeah. They just passed it.
Yeah, that'll stop all that.
News, but I saw it.
That'll stop everything. Right.
That'll stop everything.
Yeah.
Or you got to understand, like they just had somebody, I don't know if you saw in the news that a guy, he was executed and they just exonerated him 12 years later.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, terrible, bro. How do you repair that? Ain't no way to fix it.
Yeah, you can't like you can't do that, but like it should be like certain things. Like I know it should be like certain things put in place where before someone is just sentenced to their death. But I'm saying like this: why are the laws more lenient for people that mess with kids than it is for people that's caught with smoking some trees?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. It don't make no sense. Why is the law so lenient on that? It shouldn't be.
Listen, man, we're going on 2 hours, man. I appreciate everybody. Hoff, he said he know heifers that's writing that nigga Kells in jail right now. Yeah. And then we ain't talking about P. Diddy, man. That's a whole nother.
Man, do we even have to, man?
Yeah.
Like he's been a mess in the whole industry for a long time, and everybody knew this, and nobody said nothing.
Let me tell you something, man. If they do a docuseries about you, you probably going down. I noticed. Listen. If they fund a docu-series about you,
yeah, man.
I don't care whether you did it or not.
It don't matter. Right, exactly. And that's what's wrong with the internet now. So people are already being found guilty in a court of social media.
Yeah.
Before they even get to the court.
Yeah.
He did it.
They're just waiting for some facts to come out.
And see, most people don't even know what that's like. Like, I've been through some shit like that when I was younger in school, and somebody accused you of some shit that you didn't do. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 blind people saying, "Yep," from 200 feet away. "Yep, that's him." You know what I'm saying? So, like, it happens, and I'm just thinking, like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, My parent wasn't there. You know, I was railroaded, bro, on some bad stuff. I had to fight that case myself. I had to pay a lawyer who was all they gonna do is just give you 5 to 7 years. What? Like, no, man, I'm telling you, I didn't do this. I was nowhere around there. Luckily, I had my time stamps from my job, and you know what I'm saying, and all my people that was there that was recording music and
I
stuff
remember
with
you
me.
went through that too.
Yeah, man. So like I know what it's like, and you know, to be accused of something that you know you didn't do and you ain't had nothing to do with, and how people can, you know, one of our homeboys, man, shout out to Wine, man, he just got free for something that he didn't do, man. He did like shit, damn near a dub, man. He was locked up for a long time. And we all knew he didn't do it. Everybody knew he didn't do it. But he had to go through that system and fight, and they owe him, man. They owe that man.
Alpha said Global Mogul docu-series coming soon.
Yeah, shout out to the Global Moguls, man.
Listen, man. Shout out to the Global Moguls, man. Shout out to Tall E, man. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Tall E, man.
And shout out to my sister. Her birthday is tomorrow. Shout out to Tanya, man. My sister.
Happy birthday, Tanya.
Yeah. I got a lot of people in February, man. I got a lot of Aquarius. My daughter, then my other sister, Jaja.
Yeah.
Oh, and then, Hoff, ain't you an Aquarius, man? Yeah, I think. No, Hoff, your birthday just passed. I don't know your sign though.
Yeah, his birthday was last month or the month before
The
that?
end of last month.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, man, I appreciate y'all, Dave, man, coming on here last minute. You know,
Man, you already know, man. We got work to do, man. There's so much going on now. You know, they're gonna hear a lot more from us, man. We you know, we gotta be here for the people, man. We want the people to voice y'all opinions. That's what we here for, man. We are outlet to speak y'all piece, man. Yeah, he Aquarius. Okay, yeah.
So
Water
like
side.
I said, man, tap in and listen. I got a new book out, man. I got a new book.
Shout out for the quotes for Kings and Queens.
Quotes for Kings, quotes for Queens. It's 111 quotes. Listen, from highly successful men and women, man. It's all type of quotes, and then I left a space in there for us to write some affirmations that we can build on, man. It is it's an interactive book. I think it's $8 for the digital copy, and it's gonna be $18 for the physical copy that'll be coming next week, man. So if y'all can support that, I'm gonna put the link somewhere, and it's in my bio for sure if you're on Facebook. But I appreciate the support. I am a proponent of quotes. You know, I tell people all the time, my grandmother used to give me one of the best quotes I've ever heard, and it resonated with me.
Yeah.
She always used to say, "I'll take care of me for you if you take care of you for me." And that's so real because it put the responsibility. I love you. You know what I'm saying, Dave? I say the same thing. Like,
yeah,
I'm going to take care of me for you the best I can because I know you care about me.
Right, for sure.
And vice versa, you know. So, you know, y'all pick this book up. You know, like I say, you can get the digital copy, but if you want to have a physical copy, you can either download the digital one for $8 or you can, this week.
I got mine.
Yep, this week. Shout out to you, Dave. I appreciate that, man. He's one of the first ones to support it. I appreciate you, bro, for sure. Let me see if I can. Yep, so we back. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, everybody coming and support the Pattern Disruption Podcast. If you haven't liked, subscribe, definitely subscribe, because the more engagement you get, the more YouTube pushes you out. They feel like you got something to say. They push you out, and once you subscribe, I'm gonna make sure I subscribe to your page. We all need a place where we can promote ourselves, man.
Yes.
We are a brand. We all a brand. You know,
Yeah.
you a brand, whether you like it or not.
Send it
You
to
know.
us. You know, we
And
gonna
when you're on
share.
social media, you say what, Dave?
I said, send it to us. You know, we'll share. Y'all know I'm an open book. You know,
Yeah.
welcome to the Dollar Show 444 on YouTube and Dollar Dave Walker on Facebook. If y'all got something y'all want to promote, send it to me, man. I'll put it out there for y'all, man.
Yeah, it don't cost nothing to post, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Now he ain't gonna, you know, he not gonna he not gonna put no money on it and you know, pay to promote it, but he gonna promote it on his page.
yeah. I
You know.
got y'all.
Yeah, but I appreciate y'all, Dave. Good looking, man, on coming out and spending your time with us. You're on a different time zone out in LA.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
down here in Nashville. Shout out to everybody in Detroit, man, down there freezing still.
Shark salute to
We
y'all.
just had a rough time down here, man, with ice storms. It was all it made international news. You know, but Detroit is still cold. I'll be there 3 times this month at some point, I think, for these birthdays. But I look forward to seeing my Detroiters and my family. Shout out to everybody that support the show. That's Pattern Disruption Podcast on YouTube, Pattern Disruption Podcast on Facebook, and then Quotes for Kings, Quotes for Queens on Facebook
Yeah.
and Instagram.
And y'all be ready for that. Y'all be ready for that Black Dollar podcast so we can talk about this money.
Black Dollar Podcast. Most definitely, man. Y'all make sure y'all support. I appreciate the love. Keep loving, keep living, and most of all, keep disrupting. Dave, I'm gonna put you backstage.
You
for a
got
minute.
it.
Don't disconnect.
For sure. Peace. Holla at Dollar.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey, y'all, we had a good 2 hours, man. It didn't seem like it was that long, but I appreciate everybody spending their time. The people that commented, if you shared, I appreciate that. You and bringing people closer to positivity, love, and enlightenment. So y'all go on. It's Friday, man, so I ain't gonna keep y'all. I know people getting out and about, but I appreciate the support. I'm out. Peace.